Good Lord, cash your checks, check your portfolios, and step into the penthouse. The vault is officially unlocked for the absolute final time this season. Welcome to the premium brand of the industry. We are broadcasting live for URF Friday Night Flow. Before we handle business, a massive shout out to the elite investors strictly funding tonight's operations. Legit pipelines reminding you to strictly expand your corporate portfolio and secure the bag. The first round of the corporate qualifiers was an absolute masterpiece of boardroom violence, but the executives are strictly demanding more. We are entirely pivoting our focus right back to the brackets. Tonight is the absolute final do or die round for the men's division because the ultimate coronation is actively approaching. Good Lord, the boardroom is officially closing its doors for the regular season. Watch the Throne is just days away, and tonight is the absolute final opportunity for the men to punch their ticket. But management is entirely raising the stakes. The 4 men who survived their qualifiers tonight are jumping straight into a fatal 4-way elimination main event to strictly determine their tournament seeding. But first, we gotta fill those slots. Big Papa is strictly looking to dominate and physically liquidate his opponent, but he is stepping straight into the high-speed crosshairs of Flyboy Trey. Secure your investments because the vault is open. Flyboy Trey is entirely operating on pure survival instincts. He is actively looking to use his risk-taking agility to completely overwhelm his opponent and punch his ticket to the main event. But Big Papa is entirely unbothered by the speed. The Colossus is strictly tracking the high flyer. He is entirely focused on swatting him out of the sky with violent heavyweight precision to strictly secure his spot at Watch the Throne. It is high-speed risk strictly colliding with absolute physical dominance. Ring the bell and protect your assets.
The fight is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Hit Squad from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, Flyboy
face. Flyboy Trey just strictly weaponized his agility. Big Papa brought the absolute heavyweight dominance, but the high flyer is officially surviving the boardroom and punching his ticket to the main event.
Look at all these men actively tearing each other apart just to get a little bit of leverage. It is honestly so exhausted watching them fight for scraps when I am already the absolute ultimate prize. But speaking of prizes, let's talk about Catherine Baker. Catherine, sweetie, Jade and I were actively helping you in the alliance. We were strictly working together to build an empire, and we tried to hand you the Flow Women's Championship on a silver platter at Summer Jam. But you dropped the bag. You failed. And now we are facing each other at Watch the Throne. Don't be mad at me just because I'm taking the spotlight you couldn't hold on to. I might look like a dream, honey, but I hit like an absolute nightmare. I am strictly securing that crown, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Good Lord! The scandalous Vixen is entirely fearless. Sweet Dreams is actively planning a treacherous corporate takeover on her own former ally. But we are pivoting right into a massive clash of styles. Dizzy is sprinting down the ramp, strictly looking to use high-speed chaos, but Zach Lowenberg is bringing absolute front office discipline straight to the canvas. Ring the bell, actively pushing the pace. He is entirely relying on rapid-fire kicks and flips to completely dizzy the executive. He knows he absolutely cannot afford to get caught in a hold, but Mr. Lowenberg is entirely refusing to play along. The GM is strictly bringing absolute, methodical grappling to the canvas. He is actively looking to completely ground the high flyer and violently stretch his limbs into early retirement. We got pure survival strictly colliding with front office discipline. Ring the bell and protect your investments.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the corporation from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 195 pounds, Zach Lowenberg.
outpaced the executive. Zach Lowenberg brought the absolute front office discipline, but the high flyer is officially surviving the boardroom and punching his ticket to the main event.
You've got the hustle, you've got the product,
And you've got the vision. So why are you letting confusing tech and messy code hold your business back? Stop playing small. It's time to build a platform that actually converts traffic into real cash. Welcome to Legit Pipelines, the ultimate pipeline and sales builder built for creators who want results, not headaches. Capture high-value leads, unlock easy click upsells, and gain full access to exclusive digital content creation inside the Legit Design Lab. No coding, no programming, just pure profit. Secure the bag and expand your brand today. Go to www.legitpipelines.com and start your 14-day free trial right now.
My bad, I was lagging for a second. Everyone backstage is out here strictly stressing over tournament seeds and corporate leverage. Look, I know I dropped the match for the #1 seed, but who actually cares? I already secured my official slot in the WTT bracket. And when the grand finals hit, I am strictly winning. Just look at the server stats, bro. I am currently holding the primetime championship. I completely outplayed Jade Crawford. I entirely deleted Maximus Blackwell from the lobby. I am actively dominating this division. So when we get to watch the throne, I am strictly coming for a women's championship too. When my APM spikes and I enter sweat mode, all your health bars are completely dropping to 0. I am leaving the PLE as a double-crowned final boss. GG.
Good Lord! The primetime champion is actively loading her ultimate. Smoke Green is entirely unbothered and strictly hunting for a double crown. But we are jumping right back into the heavy-hitting qualifiers. O'Shea Epps is strictly radiating pure, unstoppable franchise energy, but Andre Davis is strictly bringing absolute technical brilliance to Friday Night Flow. The vault is open. O'Shea Epps is strictly operating with absolute raw horsepower. He is actively looking to use his explosive, heavy-duty tackles to completely run through his opponent. But Andre Davis is strictly operating on pure, cold precision. The mastermind is actively looking to dissect the powerhouse's limbs and ground the giant. We got unadulterated chess strictly colliding with raw horsepower. Ring the bell and lock the doors.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Manhattan, New York, weighing in at 255 pounds, bad boy O'Shea Epps.
the joints. Andre Davis just strictly dismantled the horsepower. O'Shea Epps brought the unadulterated franchise energy, but the engineer's officially surviving the boardroom and punching his ticket to the main event.
I formed the alliance for one specific purpose: to entirely dismantle Amaya Davis and secure the Flow Women's Championship. I suffered a temporary setback, and suddenly the help forgets their place. Sweet Dreams is actively running her mouth, bragging about surviving in this tournament. She actually thinks she is my peer. Let me make this abundantly clear. You are simply in my way. At Watch the Throne, I am not just looking for a crown. I am systematically executing every single woman who steps into my airspace, starting with my own underling. Sit down, Sweet Dreams. I have not given you permission to take my throne.
Good Lord, the final boss is completely unhinged. Catherine Baker is strictly planning a hostile takeover on her own faction, but the qualifiers are almost entirely decided, and we are closing the regular matchups with an absolute enforcer war. Tyson Ward is the undisputed powerhouse, strictly looking to secure his path, but Lucius Lewis is entirely unbothered, strictly operating as the ultimate dynasty heavy hitter. Ring the bell! Tyson Ward is actively bringing the muscle. He is strictly looking to completely overpower the competition and batter his way into the main event. But Lucius Lewis is completely unshakable. The dynasty heavy hitter is entirely refusing to back down. He is strictly relying on brutal spine busters and methodical pacing to systematically shut Tyson down. It is a slow, gritty, and incredibly violent war of attrition to strictly secure the absolute final spot. Ring the bell and protect your investments.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the corporation from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 280 pounds, one half of the tag team champions, Tyson Ward.
just strictly finalized the paperwork. Tyson Ward brought the absolute raw muscle, but the Dynasty Enforcer is officially surviving the trenches and punching the absolute final ticket to the main event. The ultimate coronation is actively approaching. We are strictly preparing for the absolute biggest paydays of the summer. The elite assets are surviving, the brackets are locking in, and the crowns are waiting. Secure your tickets now for the ultimate summer coronation.
The crowns are officially in play. We are building the absolute ultimate bracket. The men are fighting through 2 brutal rounds of qualifiers, while the women are strictly surviving a 1-round gauntlet. 4 men and 4 women from each brand will match up in random order. At Watch the Throne, we are running an elite bracket-style tournament. Round 1 features 4 matches, Round 2 narrows it down to 2, and Round 3 is the absolute final war. The king and queen who survive the bracket get the ultimate prize. They strictly choose which championship they want, regardless of the brand. Mayhem or Flow, the choice is entirely theirs. It all goes down for the women's division on August 1st and the men's division on August 2nd. Live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Kick, and Twitch.
Everyone is walking around this arena actively stressing over their tournament seeds. Let me remind you exactly who you are looking at. I was the very first female draft pick for this label. They put the weight of the entire brand on my shoulders, and when I stumbled, they actively tried to bury me at the bottom of the rankings. But respect isn't earned around here. It's demanded. I violently clawed my way straight back to the top of the food chain, and now I am entirely locked in as the absolute #1 seed. The rest of this locker room, you're just the opening act. I'm the entire label. Cross the first lady and watch the throne, and watch your whole career disappear.
Good Lord! The Queen Pin is radiating pure boss energy. Karma is entirely holding the keys to the throne. But right now, the 4 men who survived the boardroom tonight are actively limping back to the ring. Flyboy Trey, Dizzy, Andre Davis, and Lucius Lewis punched their tickets, but management is entirely demanding one last show to determine the seeding. We are strictly throwing all 4 winners into a fatal 4-way, falls count anywhere elimination match. There are 0 rules. Secure your investments because the absolute survivors are going to war for the leverage. Absolute, unadulterated violence to strictly close the final show of the season. The 4 surviving qualifiers are entirely throwing the corporate rulebook out the window. With falls count anywhere actively in play, these competitors are strictly weaponizing the steel steps, the barricades, and the raw concrete floor. Everyone is actively looking to permanently eliminate their competition and completely secure the best seed for the Watch the Throne tournament. They are strictly tearing each other apart in the grittiest environment possible to prove who is the absolute most dangerous man walking into the PLE. Ring the bell and lock the vault.
been eliminated.
back and call the medics. Lucius Lewis just strictly liquidated the competition. Andre Davis brought absolute technical brilliance to the concrete, but you cannot survive a dynasty enforcer in a street fight. Lucius is officially clearing the boardroom and strictly securing the absolute #1 seed for the Watch the Throne tournament. The boardroom is actively bleeding and the Watch the Throne brackets are strictly finalized. The absolute elite assets of Friday Night Flow are entirely surviving the chaos and moving one step closer to the ultimate crown. The regular season is completely in the books and we will see you at the PLE. The board has officially approved tonight's investments. A massive shout out to the elite heavy hitters strictly keeping the penthouse open. Legit pipelines strictly helping you expand your corporate portfolio and secure the bag. And make sure you are actively clearing your schedules for the Watch the Throne PLE. We are broadcasting a massive 2-night premium live event. August 1st is strictly dedicated to the women's tournament and August 2nd is locking in the men's bracket. Both nights are officially kicking off live at 4 p.m. Central Time. The brackets are officially forming, the boardroom is actively bleeding, and the crowns are entirely in play. We are strictly moving to the biggest stage of the summer. I am the voice. Keep your bankrolls tight. Thank you for watching URF Friday Night Flow. We are strictly fading to black.